Hey
Kipora,
guys,
the fool.
it's Spacey
Ooh,
Sims, and we are back with more of The Sims 4 Restless Shadows, which is
Winter
our life and
Bark.
death gameplay.
Chrono
Okay,
Chedge.
so,
Huh.
um,
Ooh,
what was I thinking? I have no idea. Anyway, just had to make sure that they paid their
Washinoi
bills because I got a bill
Logas.
pop up as soon as I loaded it.
Winarabe.
And okay, you are
Farik, be Ralph.
thirsty. I'm gonna have you drink.
Hanoi.
Okay, you were already gonna drink a plasma pack. Okay,
Fan Jeep.
you want to
Palachaba.
hug someone?
Shamoosh.
I think we can. Does embrace count as a hug? If not, we can do that, and then
Chima Rabu. Steve Pomble.
affection.
Patu.
We
Scuba
can.
Shoop. Prep
Nope, that doesn't count as
Pelzo.
affection. I guess it's physical. Wait. Okay, embrace counted as hug someone. Okay, good. I was like, okay, can you drink that, please? Flower Bunny Day! Okay, I also took a couple days off Wesley's age. He had 21 days left last time. I took it down to 18, so I took like 3 days off. So, because I want to slowly do that, just like a couple days here and there, like whatever as we go, so that we get to the old age and like the dying. So bad saying that, but I just, again, the whole purpose is not like I want him to still live out and have a long, happy life, but I don't want it to be like, even though we're on short lifespan, for it to be like, okay, you've got 30 days, and then you got so many, you know what I mean? Like we gotta like kind of nudge it along a little bit. So nudging it along a little bit, and we'll take a couple days off here and there. We have got to feed the bird and clean the bird. My real Mr. Neelix is jammed under my chin right now. He did not come up with me earlier when I was recording, and so I had to go downstairs and get him. He knows how to fly upstairs, but it's better that he doesn't, because sometimes he'll fly up, he'll land on the banister, and then I've got like pillows and plushies and things like that all lined up on the bottom of the railing, like when you walk up, because like I have like a loft area, so like, you know, so they're all kind of lined up. So as you're walking up the stairs, they're all along on the floor, like where the railing ends. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and he'll land there and he'll poop on him, and then he gets yelled at and told he's bad boy because we don't poop on things like that. He knows better. But bye bird. That bird, not my bird. My bird never leaves. He will sit here and whatever. And he knows better than to poop on things. He doesn't even poop on me most of the time. Excuse me? Attracted, very unsatisfied. Yet you should be, because she is not. Are you gonna like have an affair with the ghost woman when we leave you behind? Like, the only thing that sucks is like we won't have a original ghost Wesley in our like things,
Forny Fatoza Bab, Hana Klets, Peniops.
Closely connected. You want to schedule a date. What do you want to do? Become focused and get a promotion, which you should be able to do, but to be fair, we don't have to worry. Your soul's journey's not going to go backwards. Unlike everything else in this game, like, notice they haven't been romantic in 5 minutes, so their relationship is, like, negligible. I also tried to set an MC command center yesterday. I recorded all of last week's stuff yesterday, and I'm recording, so, again, everything for the next month plus is going to be scheduled way in advance. I'm gonna try to get next week's stuff done tomorrow. So 3 weeks worth of stuff in 3 days. That's a lot. But anyway, I went into MC Command Center last night and like lowered down the relationship decay. So it's not standard. So hopefully it doesn't decay as fast. It's not as important on games like this where we're here and it's like, okay, it's going on. Okay, we can start. We do some romance and whatever. But like some of the other ones where as soon as you have kids, it's like, okay, well, I can't spend 24/7 fawning over you and flirting and doing whatever. These two do it autonomously and it's cute and adorable and whatever. And I can like add some if, we need to. But like you have a kid and it's like, oh, I'm so mad at you because you haven't flirted with me in 5 minutes. And it's like, okay, simmer the hell down. Like, like the relationship decay is a little bit excessive. And I mean, I get it. Like, it should decay a little bit more than say relate like your friendships because with your friends,
Chabin
you know, you don't
Duquesne,
have to talk to them every single
Cantonar.
day. They're not like,
But
you
you
didn't call me
die,
5 times
Chabin
today. What are we not
Duquesne.
friends? But like I need the romance not to be like that. Like we could be being romantic and then like we were 5 minutes ago. Right now, they're not. Then all of a sudden, Wesley's gonna be like, "It's like been forever since he's been
But
romantic with his
beast
partner."
me.
You mean 5 minutes ago? Like
Nabo.
literally in Sims time, 5 minutes ago. Like holy shit! Like I can't help it. We can't fawn over you. Okay. Like while you're at work, you know, like you go to work and then they're all pissed and it's like you. So the couple hours you're at work, I'm supposed to like show up at your job and like that. That's like kind of stalkerish. You know what I mean? Like Jesus. But that's kind of the way they are, and it's like, and it's easy when you're like in the household. It's not too bad, but when you rotate, oh my God, everything falls apart, and you're like, we had a good romance, but by the time I get back to your house, now we hate each other, and then you got to spend all that time, and it's like the decay is a little too much. So I don't know if MC Command Center. Oh, stop asking me about nap shit. Like, no, good God, why is everyone calling me right now? Oh, poor Wesley. You have work in how many hours? 24 minutes. Do we have enough money? I'm sure we do for a um let's get a sleep replacement. Let's have you drink this before you go to work. Where the hell did it go? There it is. Drink that. And then you're going to be all set to go to work. There you go. See, I could have cheated it, but I was like, and he's going to be like mad because we didn't like voteless shame. No, 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 no. I don't like these fucking nap calls because I turned off the naps and I just hate that they never fucking go away. It's really annoying. Also, I got the mod so we can have colorful birds, but this one seems pertinent to have like a crow in the house, so or a raven, whatever the hell he is. But like, you're gonna go admire the picture frame that doesn't have pictures in it. That's true. We should put more pictures out. We got to get more pictures together. Do we have pictures from Wesley's birthday? We don't actually have any more. Oh, I put them all in our keepsake boxes and stuff. Again, it's going to be fun for postpone the lesson. This is the only thing that pops up. I still love their fucking like wedding wall. It's like adorable. We need to get more pictures together. You know what I mean? And could you imagine like when you come over here a second, like it's gonna be kind of fun. And we're gonna have to leave Ambrose for a while. Like he's gonna be left behind to see like because we're gonna be playing with Wesley 2.0, so it's gonna be interesting to see what he does and gets up to while we're not around. Maybe take gift. Get the gift. You know, the only gifts my bird gives me, like, is the gift of poop everywhere and the gift of crumbs. But he does bring you crumbs, so he'll bring his crumbs over and share them with you. Like, he flies around with food in his mouth, there's crumbs all over the floor. But he'll bring some over sometimes to the couch. And then it's like, oh, thanks for leaving crumbs all over my couch. To be fair, he gets crumbs all over my couch because if I'm eating, he wants to share, and I'll like give him a little bit of food, so then he gets it all over because does not eat very neatly. He eats like a mess, and you know, so there's always crumbs all over everything. When you vacuum, you have to vacuum the couch, and I mean seriously, you have to take the cushions off the couch and vacuum underneath them because if you do not vacuum under the cushions. It's like Crumbtopia in there. And like, it's kind of a not. Birds are disgusting. Birds are not for neat freaks. If you were a neat person and you're like, oh God, cat hair and birds are the worst. They are just the most disgusting because like you have to clean constantly. I could vacuum my house 4 times a day. I don't because that's obnoxious, but it's like, and like I can't imagine. I don't know what's worse. Like when I had an apartment with carpeting and you don't notice that all the crumbs that are buried inside the carpet probably, or like the hardwood floor. I mean, they're not hardwood, but they're like laminate floors. You know what I mean? Fake hardwood. Like, but my laminate floors now where you can see the crumbs, and if you don't see them and you're not wearing slippers, you can feel them for sure because you're like, oh, what am I stepping in? There's just crumbs everywhere. You might not see him, but because wherever he flies, there's always food in his mouth. Are you guys like, um, you can pass down creative musings, attempt to seduce. Look at him, you know, let's sweet talk. See that? I mean, like, but they're already like instantaneous, their romance is up. Kiss in the rain. Oh, actually, where is that? Why is Kiss in the Rain not here? There it is, Kiss in the Rain. It's the same as a regular kiss, but it's... I wanted you to kiss in the rain. But, like, I guess... we will, let's just go... You think Ambrose's soul journey would have been further along? Because, you know, he's been alive longer, but, like, we started at the same time, and we haven't been focusing on him. But his soul journey's doing pretty well. But I feel like even though, like, he's been alive longer, he hasn't really, like... If you think about it, your soul's journey is really all about your... You know, not just your, like, bucket list. These are things I want to do before I die. Okay, those are wants and things you want to do. But the rest of it, the soul's journey and those things is your satisfaction in your life and, like, how happy you are in your life if you think about it. You know what I mean? And Ambrose wasn't really satisfied in his life before meeting Wesley, you know? Like... What is this? Can it be from a ghost? Grim, an angling ace with impressive overstock problem? Who knows? What is that? Did we a mysterious package? Where did he get a mysterious package? Where did you get open? Gift from a stranger. With trepidation, Wesley opened the box for a supposed stranger to see what's inside. Confident potion, gourmet fruitcake, quintessential vanilla cupcake, Choco Tummer's bomb cupcake. Uh-huh. Are these gonna kill us if we eat them? We got a confident Interesting. But he just went pee. You found a gift from a stranger in a toilet? Wait. From receiving a deathly gift, Wesley isn't sure how to feel about this gift. They say it's the thought that counts, but it's not clear exactly what the gift giver's intentions were. Is that something that happens with Chased by Death? So I'm not really sure if it's because he's been chased by death or if it's like a random like thing floating around because we're on the hallowed grounds. You know what I mean? Where if that's a lot trait, you could find random shit around your house like this. Because I'm assuming it's the chase by death based on the, you know, all mine. No need to fear. Wesley's significant other is near. That's kind of adorable. He's jealous, but he's feeling confident. Like, Ambrose knows what he's capable of. That's so cute. From good woohooing. You know... It would be kind of interesting, too, if... You know... I mean, I guess we'll see what happens, like, with Wesley when he's reborn. I really wanted you to eat one of those cupcakes. Is that going to fill you up? I want to eat one of these things that's in your inventory. Oh, it's spoiled. This is spoiled. Okay, we're going to sell that. Interesting.
Fleur base. Una turb. Sipabe.
Let's eat this. I want to see what happens. I'm not sure why they sent me a spoiled cupcake. That was kind of rude, but I want to eat this cupcake and see what happens. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? It kills him? Like, I mean, anything? Anything going to happen? It's just a cupcake. Okay, so it doesn't do anything. Maybe if we ate the spoiled one. Oh, we could also put your birthday cake in the fridge. And I feel like we should also remember never to make a honey cake when Wesley reincarnates. You know what I mean? Because that's the kind of cake that Wesley loves, right? So, and that's something that Ambrose probably. We could throw that theoretically that like a honey cake is like a very old-fashioned cake. You know what I mean? Like think about it. If you look at cookbooks and shit from like the 70s and stuff, you're like, what the actual fuck is this shit? Why were people eating this? Because it's not shit you'd currently make. You know what I mean? But like even the 50s or even the 40s, you know, whatever, like decades ago, you look at cookbooks or whatever recipes that were popular and you're like, the shit? You know what I mean? And like sometimes it's like, oh yeah, no, my family always had this and it's weird. And then sometimes you're like, no, who the hell? No, 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 no. What is this? There's some atrocities in some of these cookbooks. You know what I mean? But like, so like a honey cake isn't an atrocity, but like maybe that's something that like Ambrose's family made back ye olde days. That was like an easier thing to make a cake than chocolate cake or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like an old-timey, super old-fashioned thing that he just knows how to make, you know, from his childhood. Don't know why. Like, he was a teenager when his family was attacked, but maybe he used to help his mom cook cakes or something. I don't know. And he's had centuries to perfect the recipe. So it's something that's very old-timey and wouldn't be something you'd see, although honey cake is what I make for all my Sims for birthday cakes because it just sounds delicious. And like, there's no lemon cake because I love like lemon bun cakes or whatever. And it's weird because as a child, I didn't like cake. But then again, when I was a child, frosting was like the really super sugary, thick shit from a can. And there was no like, we didn't have like, I'm sure buttercream existed or whatever, but we didn't have fancy buttercream or cream cheese frosting or any of the delicious frosting. It was like overdosing on sugar frosting. I'm going to need you to go to bed. Okay. Because it's 5 a.m. You know what I mean? So I like the cake part. I didn't like the frosting part. But now there's so many better types of frosting that it's like, I'm still like, I don't like cake or cupcakes or anything. Just from that childhood drop, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, just over, and I like sugary things. I love sweets. You know what I mean? I love cookies and brownies and stuff. I just don't like 100 pounds of sugar frosting, and that's usually what you get. But anyway, maybe you should just go take a shower or something so that you're not just sitting on the computer bored. But anyway, not the point. Like, but as a kid, I never would have thought like a lemon cake or anything. But like, fuck, do I love lemon bun cakes and like lemon cake and like lemon thing? God damn, so good. You have a day off of work today. You didn't get a promotion again. Oh yeah, you did. Oh, you did. I wasn't even paying attention when you came home. I was like, how did you not get a fucking promotion again? But yes, you did. Okay, good for us. Not that it matters because again, you're already achieved. Wesley has completed his soul's journey as a living sim and can now choose to be reborn at the moment of death. More journey awaits Wesley after death, unlocking the true potential of rebirth as well, which is what we're going to do. He'll be given the option to rebirth at the moment of death. Once Wesley starts his next life, he'll be given a new trait, Reborn, allowing him to hold some lingering connections to his previous some. But is this you get more? Like, Burning Soul can retain one personality trait from previous life through recall past life. I want to do that when he dies. I don't want to go feeling insecure. It's okay. Hug lovingly. He's feeling jealous. So why don't you come
Hey,
over here and reassure him,
Jambidarsa.
like, declare your love publicly, even though you're the only one here. Give him a kiss. Make sure he knows that he's loved. He's adored and the best thing ever in the world. And, you know. Okay, good. What traits, though, if you're going to bring over one? Music lover, perfectionist. I feel like we shouldn't give you chased by death again. I feel like jealous. We should keep that one. Like, you know what I mean? Because there should be something inside of you that's like, you know, God, I just, you know.
Shibes.
And also, it's Flower Bunny Festival, or Flower Bunny Day. So let's come hunt for eggs in here. Let's have you hunt for eggs. You can hunt for eggs. Oh, that was the same bookcase. This one, you can hunt for eggs in this bookcase. Wait, are they the same bookcase? No, this is a different bookcase. Can you hunt for an egg in that? You can't. You can make it an heirloom. Skeptical. More and more doubtful. Skeptical is not... No, 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 no. Well, embrace the change. Can you be skeptical and chased by death at the same time? Oh, it doesn't say it's going to switch it, so... Yeah, okay. That's fine. Not entirely trusting the majority of things you see or hear, skeptical sims like to challenge the universe to provide concrete proof that something is indeed as it might appear. You know what? I'm actually okay with that. Because I feel like he's like, you know what? Maybe death isn't after me. You know what? Yeah. And even though he is still chased by death and he still has that, but he's now skeptical that death can touch him because he's so happy with his like relationship and everything like that. Okay, you found all your eggs that you need to find. Did you... Such a big house. We could have like 80 people here hunting for eggs. It's a cheat. Oh, that's the bird. I got a little freaked out. Did he just say eyeball? What? Oh my god, that's amazing.
Chumcha. Cerno Kroob. Uh-huh. Yibs.
Yibs, Neeb. And we're gonna... Oh, wait, we'll not give him a frog yet. Let's breed our frogs.
Laba chirpty. You sway.
Oh, whoops, never mind.
Borb.
Oh, you have new frogs, too. Sun Surfer frogs are better. Let's give you the leaf frogs. We can breed these. I know that those are now parent and child, but whatever, it's fine. And, yeah. Let's see. You're up here taking a bath. Okay. Let's see. We don't really... It's Flower Bunny Festival. There's not much happening here. We could go on... You know what? Call to wear. Oh, no. No. Confident costume. Fantasy. A gnome. Yeah, there you go. I like it when it's like random, because I just like seeing what happens. Like when you end up with one in a robot and one in a raccoon, and you're like, we are recreating some Guardians of the Galaxy level bullshit over here. And it's just fucking funny. Oh, there's the flower bunny. Oh, you have to pee. Okay. Let's do friendly small talk, Brighton day. Oh, we're all gonna hang out in the bathroom. Okay, that's a really good place for this. Respectful introduction. It feels like it's been forever since... See what I'm saying? Because we were romantic earlier, and because we talked to the flower bunny, so Wesley is Mad. Fear of being cheated on because we
Oh,
talked
Barrick.
politely to the flower bunny. Like, and
Hannah
I kind of
Klets.
feel like
Yibsy.
how obnoxious that is. I wanted you to woohoo, but we can't like I can't just click on it. It's so annoying. What are you gonna do? Clean the perch. Oh, that's nice. I should have you
Mushy.
do that. While Wesley's sleeping. Where the hell? I'm turned around into what room is what? Let's have you clean the perch. And then let's have come down here and grab something to eat. I know you're jealous, so we're gonna have you come over here and make sure he knows. Emotionally connect. Lovingly dip kiss. Have a deep conversation. Sweetie, 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 I love you more than anything in the world. Do you want to hang out? No, no, Simone, I can't. My husband is losing his fucking shit because the flower bunny was here and I said, hey, what's up, flower bunny? And he was like all jealous and freaking out. So I need to make sure that he understands that he is the only one in the world. He is very clingy and needy, but he needs to know that he is the only thing in the world that I love. Well, okay, I love a lot of things in the world, but he's the thing that's the most important in the world to me. Which, so I think, like, having him be reborn and having the jealous trait, if we can choose one, would be perfect. Because it'd just be this lingering, like, new Wesley knows that his perfect soulmate's out there and, like, can't seem to find them, so any relationship they get into is, like, they're gonna be very jealous and very clingy and whatever, and the people that they date, you know, are gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, God, no. What is wrong with you? Like, it's gonna bother them and annoy them. But this little piece of Wesley, like, is something that, like, never bothered Ambrose. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Wesley is extremely clingy and needy, and the jealousy is not just like I'm jealous, like a little it's intense jealousy, like. But Ambrose knows how to deal with that and also knows that, like, yeah, if I talk to someone else and I'm like, hey, Flower Bunny, what's up? And then Wesley's over there like, why are you going to cheat on me? Like, anybody else would be like, you're insane. But Ambrose is very much like, listen, sweetie, you know that you're the most important thing in the world. And, like, has no problem constantly reminding Wesley of that because it's part of, like, is that fog from Hallowed Ground Straight? Okay, so are you feeling better? Are we feeling better? Declare your returnal love. Make sure he knows. You know what I mean? And he kind of... It's weird because, like, it's something that, like, somebody could easily manipulate. Like, yeah, no, you're the only one, baby. Like, whatever, and manipulate this clingy, needy, desperate Sim. But, like, Ambrose doesn't treat him that way. You know what I mean? He's not like, oh, I'm going to use it against you. He's like, no, no, like, he kind of, like, I guess he likes the jealous, needy clinginess in Wesley. And again, that could be always like, if you're liking the desperate, clingy, jealous neediness, it could be very, very bad and toxic. But it's more like, no, you know what? Because that just means Ambrose can fawn on him, smother him with love, you know, because Wesley enjoys that. And it's like, if you think about it, like being jealous and clingy and needy is very not, it's not a positive trait. You know, it's not something most people are like, oh, that's sweet. It's like, seriously, simmer down. And then Ambrose wanting to smother you with love and like love bomb you. Again, not in a very like toxic way, but it could be like, oh my God, I need space. Like, I need you to like back off a little bit, holy hell. You know what I mean? But they're perfect for each other. So they're like traits that other people would see as kind of negative is perfectly feeding off each other, and it doesn't turn into anything toxic and awful and wrong. It's perfectly balanced for the two of them, and that's why they work so well. You know what I mean? Because usually a bad trait and your bad trait and someone else's bad trait
Sabine binafta.
would
Oh.
feed off each other and just make it worse. And they're kind of, again, they're not bad traits, but they're not the best in relationships. They're a lot to deal with. Like, you could deal with someone who's a little jealous or someone who kind of like wants to fawn over you constantly, but it's like, it can get exhausting, you know? And you're like, I need you to like be able to handle it and back off a little bit. I need you to realize that just because I said hi to the mailman does not mean I'm cheating on you. Holy hell. It could turn into something extremely negative if you don't know how to control these thoughts and feelings and emotions. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to regulate them in yourself. But like Ambrose and Wesley don't need to know how to regulate because they just balance each other, and things that are negative are positive for the two of them. And it's a little weird to most people, I'm sure, seeing it. You know what I mean? But also, Ambrose spent his whole life kind of sheltered and alone, you know. Hang up. But our telemarketing scam. Yeah. Okay, Bird's fine. But you know, Ambrose having his whole family die and trying to fight for the longest time against being a vampire and his nature and all of that, and kind of having that difficulty and hating it, you know what I mean? Because vampires killed your family. To be fair, we should go find her, and like, you want to be disliked by her. Maybe that's something like right now, having Wesley in your life is kind of simmering down that eternal rage inside of you. You were fighting with that for the most part your whole life. But Wesley coming into your life gave you something else to focus on. You know what I mean? And you don't have that simmering rage against Esmeralda and whatever. Um, we should pin this though so we can keep that, because, you know, when Wesley dies and while his ghost is around, it's like, oh, okay, I can deal with this. When his ghost gets reborn, which, even though we're going to choose that, we're going to theoretically say that it was just Wesley's unfinished business and everything were done, and all of the trauma in his life that probably would have kept him hanging on, being with Ambrose, and Ambrose kind of like, not fixing it, because obviously it's not up to another person to fix you, but like kind of helped Wesley fix it himself, like get through it and realize that, like, okay, yeah, I was attacked. Yeah, were my family was awful and didn't respect who I was. And yeah, no one else ever has until Ambrose came along. Like, but he was starting to be okay with himself, but there's still some insecurities and stuff. But now being with Ambrose, it's like, you know what? That's all I ever needed is just this one person to realize that I'm fine the way I am, and it helps me realize that I am too. You know what I mean? Um, and that's also probably why he's very clingy and needy with his husband, to be fair. You know? What did I eat? Oh! You ate that fruitcake that was in your inventory. You know? You talk over relationship fears. Oh, sweetie. And you know, he's still got those insecurities because, like, Ambrose is his whole world, you know? And, like, I mean,
Oh. Ah.
demand proof of powers. Wait, did you forget that your husband's a.
Yeah, supta. Una.
Oh, it's under relationship, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Divorce. That seems like a lot.
Ibada wig. Oh.
Hold on, Nine, go away. I'm trying to just have a
Bonita. Yeah.
work dynamic. I thought it was going to be under. Oh, it's just under romantic. Okay, that's weird. Is it under affection? Talk about relationship fears. Okay. It's weird because it's not very affectionate, but I get it. It's kind of like you're trusting this person to be like, I'm just, you know, flattered from social. Like, look, and he's just super. And it's like, you know, and opened up a line of communication, but the problems aren't over. It's okay. Have a deep conversation. I wish, like, if
Speak
your
Charso
partner kind of
Janor.
said that, you could have, like, a
Flagusi.
reassure. You know, I guess, like,
Deezy. Nobi.
let's share a sweetheart box. Let's share, um, let's share the mochi box. Not that, I was trying to find something that might be a little more balanced for just eating fruitcake, but, like, none of that's going to be balanced for, forget, what were you doing? You were sitting down. You could have just stayed sitting down.
Kluba. Oh.
You were already, so it's like you had to get up and be like, hey, you want to share a sweetheart box? As if you're going to bone each other.
Noom. Arpanoy Nishi.
Oh, cute. Oh, the fumble. Oh, his little face was so adorable with that, like, whoopsie. Like, you're so cute, you two. This is adorable. This interaction is so cute. His hair is, like, so transparent because of the windows. It's so bonkers. They're so sweet. It's so cute. I could just stare at them forever. I love it. Oh. But, you know, like, but it's so... Ambrose is so klutzy. Look at you, you're adorable. Wesley can manage it. Wesley's got the suaveness down. And Ambrose is like just dropping the mochi left and right. It's so cute though. The kiss was awkward because the height difference, but... And now, where are you going? Oh, you're gonna go watch the stars. That's so sweet. He's like, all right, time to go watch the stars, bitch. It's so foggy out here. How are you gonna see shit? It literally... How can you see anything out here? You came out front to say watch stars, and then you're gonna go sit on the blanket. I'm just gonna say something, like... There are no fucking stars. You can't see shit out here. Watch the clouds. Anyway, but yeah, and so I think the jealous trait would be a good one if we can choose. You still want to talk over your relationship fears. I like that. I want to demand proof of powers. He's like, I don't believe you're a vampire. Show me proof. And he's like, silly. I'm not gonna do that. Like, come on, whatever. I've sucked your blood, even though I tend to not do it. We should actually ask, to be fair. Ask for permission. Like, you want to see proof of my powers? Even though you were actually a master vampire. So, he's like, all right, fine. To be fair, Ambrose is, in a way, one of the worst vampires ever. Like, not in a bad way, but he doesn't do any vampire-like things. But I feel like, again, because he didn't want to be a vampire, he was... Oh, now he's a Grandmaster. I was also thinking to myself, like, it's okay, because what we can do is, like, when Wesley... Okay, Wesley, I need you to go to sleep. Yeah, go sleep. I know, you were already tired, that's why. Shoddy writing from the TV. This is from Hallowed Grounds TV misbehavior. Who did the writing in this place? You know what? I feel like you're taking a dig at me, and that's not fair, okay? I like the story I've crafted for you, you bastard. He's like, why did I have to be so traumatized? Because it wouldn't have been fun otherwise. What if you had a perfect, shiny, happy life? Then, like, you know, I mean, sure, your relationship would have still been adorable. Who did the writing in this place? Did the TV insist on turning themselves on? Okay. I really hate it when it does this. Couldn't they at least pick a less obnoxious channel? Is it because it was the static TV? Because that's usually what happens. Bird needs food, but... Anyway. Yeah, so the jealous one I think would be a good one to carry forward. Because I mean, cheerful, perfectionist music lover. I think he's still going to have some musical talent, but I don't think he's going to be the music lover that Wesley is. You know what I mean? And then jealous would be kind of interesting because then you have this um you could kind of write into it that he likes guitar, sure. It's because of that, like, so again, he's going to be a little bit jealous of all of his relationships, and they're gonna not, everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, seriously, what's your problem? Like, and no one's gonna be able to tolerate it, right? Because he's gonna have that, you know, is that because the flower bunny left that, so you just went and planted it? Yeah, you did, because there's some other flowers that the flower bunny left behind. Who knows where the rest of them are, but apparently he decided to leave them all around outside the house. So, good times. We're gonna have random plants. It's weird because he was in the house, but I don't see flowers everywhere. Whatever. Why can I not click on that light either? What in the world? Why can I? Oh, okay, that's why. We were waiting for MC Command Center. Auto lights. All lights. And yet, the kitchen stays on. We're not in that room. But I guess we're close enough that it counts all of this as the same room? Because even this stays on. Auto light all candles. Yeah, no, it's bizarre. But okay, whatever. Oh, is that broken? Let's go repair that. Maybe we should have Wesley repair it so he electrocutes himself. So, I'm just saying. Oh, that's true. This episode we were gonna have him go to the bog and like become a ghost and stuff like that and just test death a little, but it's plant a flower day. You know what? Seriously, Ambrose? Oh, Ambrose just didn't think he'd be thinking about it so soon. Did you get shocked? Looming dread from fear of death. Why would you have a fear of death? You know what? It's like he heard me because I was like, we'll have Wesley go play in the bog and turn into a ghost, and now he's got a fear of death. And your fear of death wouldn't be about yourself. Your fear of death is absolutely going to be like, will avoid participating and will be too afraid to interact with the Grim Reaper. That would actually, see, you being afraid of death would be the perfect time for Wesley to die, not gonna lie. Because then you'd be too afraid to plead for him. Because, to be fair, Ambrose would absolutely plead for Wesley. You know what I mean? He would beg, scream, kick, and plead to bring him back. But I don't want him to come back. I want him to be a ghost because that's, again, the whole point. You know what I mean? But, like, huh. Interesting. Well, let's go get our mail. Where the hell's my front door? Oh, hi. Oh, that's right. That's, shh, don't worry about that. Let's get the mail. That's Wesley's shirt. Tweaking out. Thank you for registering your home with the Vampire Council. Oh, good, I got plasma packs. Kind of forgot about that. It's okay. Starting now in the Morningvale neighborhood, stop by a play a game of Chance with the Grim Turn or learn more about the Reaper career. Oh, okay, that's the one we've been to. Where we went with the tree. Okay. So, we don't need to go to that right now. We could, though. It's Plant a Flower Day, but I don't think this is a day off work in school. Romance, can we talk about relationship fears? And we can give a Plant Flower Day gift, which we don't have any flowers. You know what? Let's buy some gifts. Uh,
Hispa
shopping,
Chervuk
purchase
Krifletivu.
gifts. Let's get some flowers. We'll get a couple roses. There you go.
Noba Noba Wibre.
No.
Lanzaya. Ha.
It's like,
Ru Ufa Adish.
now we can give you a flower.
One of Wownet.
Edmund's spirit's fading away. Okay, we gotta connect
Carbon Batul.
our family. We gotta make sure we do that. So let's, he loves giving gifts. So this is, yeah, flowers.
Tufka Osbe.
You love giving flowers, but you hate, oh my God, you have a bouquet. But you didn't like the gift of the rose. Unappreciated gift. Yeah, I mean, seriously, what kind of an asshole are you? You love gifting flowers, but you don't like getting them? Or maybe you're just mad because he didn't buy you, like, a bouquet. Why did that not count as gifting flowers? I'm gonna count that because you gifted flowers. Also, technically, you planted. Like, I guess because it's not an individual flower, but it's a bouquet. So that should count. I didn't just give you one, I gave you a whole fucking bushel. And now, do we have... Aww. How sweet is that? There you go. We can put your flowers out. Beautiful. Maybe Ambrose wanted, a whole bushel of fucking flowers too. Oh, right. We gotta make sure we don't... Where's our dead people? Okay. Let's see. I know we're talking, but we need 2 more choices. Strength and connection to physical world. Okay, Mom's doing all right. How's Bro doing? Nope, they're doing fine. Only Edmund's getting a little touchy-feely with the outside world. Trying to escape. No. Because I'm thinking about it for a hot second, but I'm like, I don't actually want to go anywhere. And I was like so mad too when the plant a flower day popped up because I'm like, you literally just planted like an hour before that popped up. Freaking flower that the flower bunny left. Oh. What was that one? What was the weird yin yang one popping up? Opposite attracted. Wesley has romantic feelings for Ambrose even though they're very different Sims. That's interesting. I don't feel like they're opposites. Ambrose feels wronged. Is it just because of the gift? Like, what? Flower Bunny thinks Wesley's pretentious. This is really interesting. It's because you gave him... It's really weird that Ambrose is hurt by Wesley because of the flowers. Because Wesley gave him a rose, so Ambrose is now hurt. That's the only thing he did, nothing else. Bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Look at their steamy little makeout. It's so ridiculously cute. Or maybe it was the demanding proof of powers, and then when he drank your blood and Wesley... I mean, I know it wasn't that. I know it was the flower thing. But we can just pretend, okay? We'll retcon the whole being pissed about a flower thing. You love giving flowers, so Wesley gave you a flower and you're mad at him for it. And I don't think Ambrose is the type to be like, I gave you a whole freaking bushel of flowers and you gave me one? You know what I mean? Like, Wesley giving him, like, a weed he found on the way would just, like, home from work would have been like, ah, but you saw this little flower and you thought of me. You know what I mean? So, like, or maybe, oh, hi, hey, sweetie, what is, okay. Or maybe Ambrose was a little like, you went and just got a rose because you think it's romantic, but, like, you didn't think about it. So maybe it was that. Like, because it's like, oh, it's Plate of Flower Day, so I just went and got you a rose, and instead of like,
Oh.
I went to the store and I was just like, you know what?
Right?
Yeah, roses are romantic and everything, but this little
Extinta.
daffodil just reminded me of
Say.
you and that time we were, and you know what I mean, where there wasn't
Arbin
it was
Dufour.
a, ooh, I got you a
Right.
flower
Flynn.
for Plant a Flower
Ah.
Day, but I didn't.
Ah.
I got the quintessential, kind of
Murderesh.
like
Yashar.
Valentine's Day. Oh, I got you a dozen red
Moishi.
roses.
Viva
Yeah,
Fue.
because they're on sale for Valentine's Day, and they didn't. Unless red roses are my favorite, did you think about it? No. If you think like, I am one of those weird people that thinks that way. Like, this is not. I just brought home roses for no fucking reason. Romantic, beautiful,
Uh-huh.
wonderful. Look at you, bravo. I got you a dozen red roses on Valentine's Day because they're $2 a dozen, and because it's Valentine's Day, so red roses are romantic. And it's like that. It takes literally no thought whatsoever. Any other day of the year, romantic, wonderful. Valentine's Day, seriously, what, you just went and grabbed the first thing you fucking saw? You know what I mean? Where like, I got you white roses or pink and white roses or yellow ones or whatever because I know yellow's your favorite color, for example. You can't find purple. Purple's my favorite color, but you know what I mean? Or like, I got you carnations or daffodils or orchids or some other type of a flower because I know you like them, or I saw them and they reminded me of you, or there's a thought, something behind it. Even if you're at the grocery store, the gas station, and you're like, I just picked up this like $2 thing of like half dead flowers, but it was like, I just thought you needed, like, that's more romantic than a dozen red roses on Valentine's Day because it's so fucking overdone and it doesn't take a thought to get a dozen red roses. So like, maybe Ambrose is a bit of a snob like that, where he's like, it's pick a flower day and I got you. Although he got him a big bouquet of red flower. Oh,
Chiba
hi.
Rabu.
Oh, you're just chatting.
Spispomo.
I was like, are we going to get frisky in the shower or some shit?
Elfoy. Mishka Froms. Tuuni Kanef.
You discuss
Oh,
fear of
Ipa
death.
Love. Uh-huh. Flimon.
Where would that be?
Oh. Oh.
Ghost. Okay, we can't do it with
Oh.
anybody else other than a go. Well, I guess we can chat if our dad or mom comes out. Um, don't leave. Where are you going? Don't go dance. Come up here. I wanted you to Oh, you can discuss fears now. It said discuss. Okay, maybe because he won't come back up and discuss his fear of death. I don't know. Um anyway, so even though like he got him a bushel of red roses, to be fair, but maybe he just kind of got slightly offended and was like, did you just grab the first thing you saw? Like, you just,
Oh,
you know?
Shusha. Oh, Polino. Oh,
Or maybe he was mad, like, no, no, you don't give me flowers. I give them to you. And I don't know. I don't know really why he would be, like, mad.
Rebna?
After having enough meaningful experiences in which he witnessed how rewarding, well executed romance can be, Wesley has developed the romantic sage trait. Sims with a romantic sage trait find it easier to maintain romantic satisfaction. They also have more influence when performing socials that guide other Sims toward gaining the romantic sage trait. Why can't you woohoo in the shower? I was trying to have them woohoo in the shower, but they won't. Sometimes they just won't. We'll just straight up. Okay, anyway. Additionally, they can remember positive romantic experiences to reduce the effects of negative moodlets gained from negative romantic experiences. Well, that's sweet. Good for him. And, again, that's definitely popping up because Ambrose fawns over you left and right. Again, I'm still not quite sure why he's mad about the flower, but, like, whatever. And I don't understand why that turns into a hurt sentiment. Oh, now it's gone, though. Okay. He got over it, I guess.
Reba to win.
Yeah, okay. Deeply in love, opposites attract. Weird that they have opposites attracted. Are they opposite aside from one's a human and one's a vampire? All right. Yeah, maybe he was just slightly like, you know what? No. I was gonna give you flowers, and maybe he was just a little mad that like he was about to present this bouquet, and Wesley one-upped him by giving him a little rose. I don't know. I don't know. He was like, oh, I was just about to give you my flowers. Come on, like I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. You know what? Maybe you were just okay. You're hungry now, but like maybe you were hungry and you were just being a little crabby. I don't know. Or we'll just pretend it was something to do with the. I need you to eat another plasma pack. Maybe it had something to do with the demanding proof of powers. Like, come on. That's a little insulting. I never whip out my vampire powers, except for every once in a while I'll ask if I can feed on you because, but I generally don't because I know what you deal with. You know what I mean? Because he knows what like Wesley went through in his life being attacked and like by some kind of a monster and we don't know if it was a vampire or a werewolf. We don't really know what attacked him and you know, so every once in a while, yes, he might if time's right and things seem like they're going okay, might ask to feed on Wesley because Wesley is delicious and he's better than a plasma pack, but he doesn't ever push that line constantly like, I'm hungry, come on, let me feed on because Wesley still has some vampire trauma, vampire monster trauma, even though Wesley trusts him implicitly. And to be fair, if Ambrose asked every single time he was hungry to feed on Wesley, Wesley would absolutely do it. You know what I mean? It's this unspoken kind of thing between them that Ambrose kind of knows that, but doesn't ever push that line. And Wesley doesn't really specifically state it because, you know, like they both have some vampire trauma. Like, Wesley would absolutely let Ambrose feed on him anytime, any place. 100%. But he also knows that Ambrose isn't going to ask because Ambrose also still isn't 100%. Like, he's a vampire. And he's. I come to terms with it as best he can. He can't change it, but it doesn't mean he loves it and is like, woohoo, vampire. He's like, still feels a little guilty about being a vampire and still, doesn't exactly love that aspect of himself, but there's really not much he can do about it. You know what I mean? He is what he is, and he's accepted himself more because, Wesley accepts him. So again, they have that little bond too, where aside from just, hey, jealous and clingy and desperate, and then they balance off each other and their negative romantic kind of traits that other people would see as too much to handle works perfectly for them. They also have the, like, little things about themselves that they don't. Are you okay? It's probably the stuff from Unhallowed Ground, I'm assuming. But you know what I mean? They also have those little things about themselves that they don't absolutely love, but the other person makes them more confident about it, So if they had never met each other and nothing had ever come between, like nothing had ever happened between them, they never met, nothing, it would have taken a lot longer for them to be fully confident in themselves and kind of without each other. They're still not fully confident. You know what I mean? Like, I think by the time Wesley crosses over, Ambrose will be more comfortable in being a vampire. But again, he's still not going to ask to feed on Wesley anytime he has to feed because he's learned to, the plasma packs are perfectly fine and he doesn't want to hurt Wesley because, again, Wesley's got vampire trauma. We don't know what attacked him. We don't know if it was vampires or werewolves. Could have been a vampire-werewolf fight. Like I said, he doesn't remember what it was. It was just a monster. And at the time, Ambrose is like, yeah, kind of a monster. Like, whatever. So even though there's that, and they've had this conversation, Wesley doesn't think that Ambrose is a monster, but it took a while for Ambrose to be able to admit to Wesley who and what he was, But, and again, that's also what works perfectly between them because they both have insecurities about who and what they are based on the world around them and just their experiences, but they both 100% fully
Frick,
love and support each other. I feel like
no
every time we get toward
buena
the end of a
soup.
part, they're sitting in the same damn spot.
Zuffy.
You know
Tricksto.
what I mean?
Corneta.
So, you know, but they
Screento
work
Nosh.
perfectly. And,
Colorado.
all their little flaws and all the little gaps in themselves are just filled by the other
Befte
person.
no
And it's just
short.
kind of,
Brett no quid.
it's just wholesome and beautiful and
Four
adorable at the end of the
beeves.
day, you know?
Potato.
They're two little pieces
Carici Ralph.
of a puzzle, and when you put it
Honor.
together, it makes a beautiful picture, but without the other
Sisyphus.
puzzle piece,
Apollo
it's
Chaba.
kind of just a
Mesca.
portion, you know? So it's going to be difficult for Ambrose when Wesley does end up
Vixinka.
dying. It's going to be
Vorcera.
difficult, but he'll be a ghost.
Ooh,
So he's like, it's okay, all
Uai.
right, that's fine. I can deal with this.
And
We can figure
Duos.
this out. And then Wesley like finishing
Washinoi.
all of his business and everything and
Huh?
then crossing over,
Washinoi
like
Lonkas.
disappearing from the
Hooray.
mortal plane
Goinji.
unexpectedly, without either one of them really wanting that, you know?
Yeshu Chiru.
It's gonna be a little traumatic for poor Ambrose because he can't cross over with him. You should go to bed.
Yes,
It's 10 o'clock. Now we're gonna normal bed schedule. Okay. But like our poor boy, he's gonna be traumatized. And I do think it'd be kind of fun then to, at that point, that's why I picked this to be like, all right, he's gonna go a little fucking insane without Wesley around. And it's gonna be straight up.
Jibes.
We have to feed our bird when he comes back. It's gonna be straight up like going out there, kind of being a little bit of a dick, in his like trauma. Because here's the thing: Esmeralda is the one that killed his family. Didn't make him a vampire, but it is her fault because she left him for dead, and her sister was the one. Yeah, because Esmeralda was. What was the other one? Oh, Ava was the one that made him a vampire. Um, but if it wasn't for Esmeralda, he never would have become a vampire. He would have lived with his family and moved on. And so he's kind of pissed about it because he can't die and can't be with Wesley. You know what I mean? Like they're separated now. But if you think about it, if it wasn't for Esmeralda and Ava and he never became a vampire, he never would have met Wesley. But like, when you're traumatized and you're distraught and your soulmate has just been ripped from you, you're not going to be thinking straight. And like, all the internalized angst and like the hating yourself for being a vampire and whatever and everything that you kind of put away and we're like, no, it's okay because I got Wesley and everything's fine. All of that's coming back. It's all gonna come and he's just gonna be like a fucking mess. And I feel like then he's gonna be going to be disliked by her. Oh hell yeah, we're going vampire be the vampire slayer. It's gonna be Vampy the vampire slayer. Like I feel like he's gonna go after her and like yeah, all the pain and anger. I really hope you get the anger type, thing so we can like we might have to give you a little bit of a makeover instead of this like chill boy. We might have to like change you up a little bit. You know what I mean? Change your hair a little, give you a new hairstyle. I'm gonna have to do it so that because it's gonna be time is also gonna pass. Because if you think about it, Wesley's gonna die, be reborn, and it would be at least 20 some odd years later when they finally meet each other again, depending on when they meet. You know what I mean? Like, because we're not gonna do anything weird with him meeting him as a teenager. Because it's like, listen, let's not get weird like that. This, you know what I mean? But like when he's in his like mid 20s, like it's gonna be at least like 25 years later, probably if you think about it, wherever you want to be, like young adult wise. Like, you know? So, a quarter of a century later, like, a lot's going to have happened to Ambrose in those 20 plus years. So, which for us won't be that long, but we might have to pop back and forth. So, we'll be playing mostly with Wesley Reborn, like going through his childhood and stuff, but then maybe we'll pop in here and then deal with Ambrose and like fighting Esmeralda and seeing what's going on with him. Like, so it'll be kind of fun. So, that's also why I keep like taking some time off of Wesley. So like now we've got 15 days. So when we come back, maybe I'll take a couple more days off and like whatever, to kind of just push it along. So, because we know their relationship's wholesome and wonderful. They're adorable. We've established that. But we don't need 20 parts to establish it. You know what I mean? Like, the adventure is going to be kind of having them reconnect and hoping it works because let's be real. Like, if Wesley is reborn, they're already soulmates and everything, but if when they meet again, they don't have that recognition, which is supposed to be what happens. You're supposed to be able to recognize people from your past life. So, like, your parents or whatever, or someone you had a strong connection to. So, soulmate should be the strongest connection you have, right? So, their relationship being what it is, like, they are soulmates. There's amazing compatibility, wholesome, best friends. Everything about them is deeply in love, happy memories. They have all these wonderful, strong connections. I still think, I mean, you're a cheerful, music loving genius romantic, and Wesley is also a music lover and cheerful. So, like, I don't know how you're opposite when half your traits are the same. Like, you're a cheerful, music loving, you're just a perfectionist and well, maybe it's because you're a skeptic and he's a vampire. Because the opposites attracting didn't actually come up until after he took that thing. What are you going to plant now? What did the flower bunny leave us and where did he leave it? In the frickin' okay, well, I don't know if that's going to grow because we're never going to water it. Because, like, anyway. But yeah, so anyway, I will see you guys for you next week, probably tomorrow for me. Next time, remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.